Good morning from Crystal River, Florida. Thanks for tuning back in, guys, or if you're new, thanks for checking out the channel. I had to dig back in the archives for this one. It's a chilly December morning with some thick fog, and we're heading out on my friend's airboat, which is a great way to get out to these shallow water spots, especially when the tide's low. We got the wintertime negative tide today, so there's hardly any water out. Let's check out the first spot.
I think that's going to be a quick trip down in the bottom. What's that? Is that the video you're trying to get there? You got your flashlight?
Yep.
This first spot's pretty interesting. It's actually a spring vent. Fresh water is flowing up into the saltwater here. I have yet to figure out how deep it is here. There's always a bunch of seaweed that's sort of rolled and sunk into there like tumbleweed. I've never shot a fish here. Actually, I've never even seen a fish besides little bait fish.
Never.
It's kind of like a funnel.
Yeah.
Had to dive down one more time, and I'm poking around here with my spear gun, just trying to feel the bottom. It's tough to figure out what's down there.
That's fun.
Yeah?
Looks pretty good. This big wall in a channel looked pretty promising. Had some ledges, and I was really surprised I didn't spook any fish when I dove down there. Spotted a grouper. Looks like a gag grouper in this hole. Not in season this time of year, but I was curious to see if he would show me the exit to his cave, so I kind of reached in there to spook him. But he was holed up there pretty good. Would be a good spot to remember for when grouper season opens. Alright, now we're finally onto a spot with some fish. The school of Sheepshead here is okay sized, nothing to write home about, but first time spearfishing in a bit, and I didn't want to go home empty handed, so we got some fish for the table. I kind of have a bad habit of being lazy and not wanting to take my fish back to the boat, so I just leave them on my gun. I've never seen a shark in this area, so I'm a little bit casual about it. There's plenty of places in Florida where you wouldn't want to do this.
tough.
Yeah.
You see anything?
So, fair amount of sheepshead.
I seen one nice sheephead and a nice red.
I thought they were bigger.
Yeah.
But
Here comes another sheepshead, but it looked a little bit small, so I passed on him. Another smallie. I don't know how I messed this one up. Totally missed. Shot the rock. There was a mangrove snapper hiding under there. Let me know what you think about having voiceover versus just dubbing music over this footage. I don't want you guys to be bored out of your mind. A lot of people lose their attention span if there's not music going on. I prefer just watching raw dive videos, but maybe that's because I do it. There's a lot of sounds to listen to, a lot of noises underwater. There's the stereotype about the silent underwater world, but it's really pretty noisy down there. This guy just came cruising in out of the haze, and he was probably the nicest sheepshead of the day. Now, I've lost track of all time here. I'm really having fun because this spot usually has super strong current and is murky, and this is great visibility. So I'm just exploring, looking at all the rocks and ledges. A lot of times when I come back to the spot and it's murky, I'm kind of confused at where I'm at, and it's like rediscovering all these cracks and crevices. Right now I'm getting a nice lay of the land.
are you ready to call it quits?
I'm done, but go ahead.
Alright.
As usual, I'm the last one in the water. Everybody's on the boat and ready to call it quits. I need to get better at that. But I couldn't bear not to dive my way back to the boat, so I'm going to check out a few little spots along the way. We didn't hit the jackpot, but still had a fun day on the water. Cool conditions to be out in all the fog, and we were able to get enough fish for a good dinner. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.